Uh-oh. Cheryl Miller laid the gauntlet down for Team WNBA when it comes to the face-off with Team USA in the All-Star game. Here's what Coach Miller had to say.
And I was excited, like really, really excited, till I found out that the team I'm coaching wants to beat the brakes off our Olympic team. I'm like, okay, the pressure's on. So now we got a game, folks. We're gonna have a game, but it's been fantastic.
Heard from Cheryl Miller, and she just said, and I quote, "This team wants to beat the brakes off the Olympic team. For you guys, the Olympic team."
So maybe they didn't want it quite out there in that manner. That edit courtesy of CC Love OML on X. But you could understand why they're competitive, right? Like, or why Caitlyn Clark specifically would be competitive against Team USA, given that she wasn't put on the roster. Now, Clark can say what she wants about not believing, whatever, not being heard about it or whatever, or saying that she's automatically deserving. But she's the best guard in the WNBA to me, better than every guard on that roster, and significantly better than most of the guards on that roster. So as a competitor, I believe she is gonna want to go out there and cook them and dice them up. And she's got a coach who's a big fan of hers. And I think Cheryl Miller is going to let her play her game. Because if you go back to the past, you would see that Cheryl Miller has been very complimentary of Caitlyn Clark in the past. In fact, Cheryl has gone out of her way to praise Caitlyn Clark when she has been asked about her. And this is before this All-Star game. You can go to this clip here and see what Cheryl Miller had to say about Caitlyn in the past. Here was Cheryl.
There are a lot of shooters out there.
Right.
There are shooters that are natural, shooters who work on their game, shooters who need several screens to get open. You can set a screen for Caitlyn. Caitlyn don't need a screen. Caitlyn's got great handles. The one thing that I don't think people really appreciate about that young lady's game, she can pass the ball.
She can't pass. She got great assists.
She
the bounce pass is powerful,
which is almost non-existent in the game.
Cheryl sees it. Cheryl saw it, right? And that is one of the things I think people are excited about in the All-Star game. Not only is Caitlyn Clark going against the Olympic team, but she's playing with high-level teammates. Aaliyah Boston, who she already has that chemistry with. Kelsey Mitchell, we know what she can do. Obviously, Angel Reese for the first time. But Arike Ogunbowale, Nneka Ogwumike, she's going to be able to dish it out, and people are going to be able to score off of it. So those assist totals could really rack up. If she can hit a couple of the threes early, she could really get going and put on a show. Because this is one of the more anticipated All-Star games I can remember. And obviously, Clark is a big fan of her coach. This is what Caitlyn said about being coached by Cheryl Miller.
What's a Cheryl Miller practice like?
Gosh, I love Cheryl. I love her brother, too. He's awesome. Obviously, a Pacer, too. We were in a little commercial together, so I love their family. They're just awesome people, and one of the best that's ever played the game. So I've known Cheryl for a little while now. I think her energy, that's what I love about her. Like, it's just contagious, and it's fun. Like, I called her coach, and she was like, I don't know about that yet. You'll have to see how I do during the game. So, no, but it's super fun. And then, obviously, Eddie Myers-Drysdale, too. Getting to be around those two people that have done so much for the game, for me is super special. Like, there's still two people that I really look up to and idolize and appreciate everything that they've done. And for them to have this moment, too, and be a part of it, like, it's just super cool.
So incredibly complimentary. I've seen some conspiracies out there with the whole coach comment and that Caitlyn was laying the groundwork for Cheryl Miller to be the next coach of the Fever. I get that Christy Sides is persona non grata, and I'm not even saying anything about Sides' job status. I'm just saying that wasn't what she was saying in those comments. She was saying, she called her coach for the game, and Cheryl was like, well, relax a little bit about that because I got to prove myself to you all. But clearly, Clark, a big fan of Cheryl Miller. And whatever happens with Christy Sides' job status in the future, I think it's safe to say she wouldn't be mad at the possibility of Cheryl Miller being the new head coach or the next head coach of the Fever. Obviously, Sides, I think gets a little bit unfairly blamed for everything and she gets some credit for the team improving from where it was to where it is. She has made her mistakes with minutes management, with calling a timeout and taking 2 points off the board, various things throughout the season. All I'm saying is that wasn't Clark foreshadowing the move right there. That was Clark expressing how much she genuinely likes Cheryl Miller. So she certainly wouldn't be upset about that as a possible future outcome, I'd imagine. She also took questions with her teammates as a trio. She's up there with Kelsey Mitchell, Aaliyah Boston, right here.
Great. I mean, Coach Miller, I mean, she's a legend. What she's done for the game is a big reason as to why we're here. And we definitely want to win. We said in the huddle that winning is fun. And that's what we want to do. I think we're just excited to get out there, play together. Obviously, we haven't played together as this group, but I mean, just knowing the talent that we have in this team, being able to push pace and run is going to be good for us.
Yeah, I think obviously Cheryl, she's like one of the pioneers of our game and just an awesome individual. Like her personality just radiates, like being around her, it just makes you smile. Like she's just such a cool human. So for her to get to coach us, like super exciting for me. I was super excited when I heard that news. Like just a great opportunity to be around somebody that's given so much to this game and to get to enjoy this, my first experience with her, honestly.
Kind of the same with what they've been saying. Cheryl Miller told us that she wanted to win, and she made it clear and cut, and asked us how y'all want to do this. And I think we grow to appreciate it because at the end of the day, we're competitors, and what she's done for us and paved the way to even for us to be here. We're internally grateful for her, and I think that we only can do right by her by competing as best as we can tomorrow.
I love it. You know, so many of the All-Star games have lost all competitive edge, all competitive spirit. So if they're really going to go out and go for the kill, Cheryl just gave Team USA bulletin board material too. I mean, Cheryl could have relaxed a little bit in the way she phrased that because that's a good squad. And now they've got a reason to want to stick it to Team WNBA. But it would be awesome if we can actually get an All-Star game. I'm not saying it's going to be 100%, but one that where the intensity level is ratcheted up a little bit because the attention around it is huge. Is huge. Caitlyn Clark and Angel Reese on the same team for the first time. Caitlyn Clark teaming up with her fever teammates. Caitlyn Clark being coached by Cheryl Miller. Caitlyn Clark going up against Team USA. Team USA obviously having Asia Wilson, Sabrina Ionescu, Brianna Stewart, so on and so forth. This is going to be something. Diana Taurasi, they just named the court after her in Phoenix there. So it's on, right? When they say to get your popcorn ready, get your popcorn ready. And as far as Cheryl Miller and Caitlyn Clark's relationship goes, again, I don't think there was any foreshadowing there, but certainly there is an appreciation and an admiration from CC to Cheryl, one of the icons of the game.